I want to welcome you to the second in our series of 7 for the Momentum Leadership Mastermind groups. We are this time covering John C. Maxwell's The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. And this evening on the call, we've got a variety of people from different businesses and backgrounds, and also there'll be people listening to this throughout the week. All the calls are recorded, and there are some people that cannot be here on a particular night, but they have the luxury of participating anyway in the call and listening to it as it's been recorded.
You know, I have to look strong, I have to look good, I have to look like I know what I'm doing. And it has taught us that, you know what, we all need each other. Be open to these laws. That's how we're going to grow, by listening to each other's wisdom and reflecting on it. And I am excited to participate in these classes and these calls because, you know, it's always different. Different group of people, different wisdom, different perspective. So you learn so much more about the laws, and it's great to bring them to consciousness. Even if you say, hey, I knew that. Once you bring it to awareness on a conscious level, you work so much harder at moving forward with it. It's been phenomenal for us. Having the right priorities and taking that time to reflect on what was done and on how we can improve on that makes all the difference in the world.
Well said, Bridget, well said. And it's about getting things done, the right things done, so that you can really keep that navigation key for the people who don't have the ability or the luxury of time, or it's not their job. Managers don't really project vision every day. Leaders do. This is what you have to do in your organization. You really are the one that's supposed to lift up your head and see where you're at and make sure that you're on course. We were just talking on the phone with Bridget, which is about understanding your process, knowing what that process is, and as they all say, trust that there's a process because there actually is one. And you get into the process of learning, growing. So I'll open up this call and ask you to share things that happened last week from your reading, also from things in your life, because as we know, and as Bridget is highlighted here as well, this is different than just personal edification. This is really to improve your lives and businesses. So tangible examples of what happened brings this material alive.
We come together every Wednesday morning to meet, to celebrate our successes, and to see what we need from each other. And now that you know, you've come in and done this leadership series with us, that's becoming much more open and honest, and you can hear what people are looking for and what they need because they're willing to express it more than they were before.
And there's no problem accepting the things that we catch as long as we are authentic about saying, you know, I just put myself down, or I just disempowered myself. It's really okay when you acknowledge that about yourself because you can shift it. And the woman will say, do you hear me? And he tells the truth and says, yes. But she didn't say, are you listening to me? Because there's a difference. And people don't get the distinction between listening and hearing. And so when you really listen, that means all 4 quadrants, mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical, are there.